Hey ballers, so there's always a lot of talk in the forum about videoing ourselves skiing. And let me just be blunt, say that if you want the highest quality possible video of yourself skiing, use your cell phone. I mean, seriously, use your darn cell phone, have somebody sit in the boat and video. But if you're gonna use a ski dock or a wake eye or some other tracker, don't use your freaking phone. I mean, it sort of works, but it looks like crap. So I create all of my content, like all the content where you see me talking to the camera, I create it with GoPro. And on occasion, when I use Ski Dock or Wake, I have both, and they're both great. I always use GoPro. So if you want, the problem with using your phone with those trackers is that they always have they're compensating for the vibration in the pylon, so they create their own chatter in the video file, and it just looks crap. So unless you have, I know there's workarounds, there's using the front camera instead of the back camera or whatever. Generally speaking, stop. If you want good video, stop with this crap unless you have a person doing it in the boat. This is GoPro Hero 10. Now, I will confess to you guys and to the people at GoPro that I owned the GoPro Hero 1, and it was terrible. I hated it. I resisted buying GoPros for years. And I used to call up Marcus Brown periodically because I'd see him do stuff with GoPros and say, "Are those things that great?" And he'd be like, "Yeah, they're fantastic. Why don't you have one?" And I ignored him, and which is stupid because I asked, but then I called him again. And eventually broke down and bought GoPro Hero 8, which is what we're recording this video on right now, and it is fantastic. I don't stick it to my ski or to the bow of the boat often enough, but it always works flawlessly. I shoot all this stuff with it. It's a fantastic tool. It's intuitive. It's not that hard to use. So every year, GoPro updates their hardware. So this 8 that I'm on now is, I guess, 2 generations back. So this is the GoPro Hero 8, which somebody at GoPro was actually kind enough to hook me up with. And we're gonna give one of these away in the spring is my plan at the moment. So the Hero 8, this is, official unboxing. I've never seen this before. Is an update to the previous cameras in a number of ways. It has greater processing power. Why do you care about greater processing power? That's because it means that it can capture a bigger file easier. It can actually capture more depth in the video content if you care about that. It's got some additional upgrades on it. So here's the camera itself, and it's got this paper thing on it, which I confess is throwing me for a loop. So here is the camera itself, and you can put what they call mods on it, which is again what I'm using on my Hero 8. Put a microphone and a monitor see on it, but this camera actually has a front color LCD on it. So if you're doing what I'm doing now, you can see yourself talking to the camera. It's fantastic. So it's all the basic stuff, the basic attachments. Put this on a helmet, thumb screw, battery, clip-on. It's amazing. So I can't say this enough, if you're mounting this on the pylon of the boat, you need one of these. Obviously, I didn't just give you a ton of information, but it's all right here. Go to GoPro.com. If you want to save some money, get the Hero 8. The Hero 8 has served me fantastically well. If you want the latest and greatest, get the Hero 10. So hopefully in the next couple of days I'll actually be releasing some shots of some video that my guy at GoPro actually came and shot with me last week. But again, if you're shooting off the pylon and you're tired of camera shake, get a GoPro. Stop being silly. So I'm gonna go plug this thing in, charge the battery, and get a firmware update on it, and go use it. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you, GoPro. Thank you, ballers.